Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. We are doing our August closing budget and starting our September. So if you like watching these kind of videos, just keep on watching. Alright guys, I've been trying to make this video for the past, I don't know, 4 days. 3 long weekend plus the Friday when I closed out. I did do everything without you. Sorry. But we are obviously our regular budget. I did go in and do a budget with our light. So starting in October we'll be paying $152. I want to say I've mentioned this before that you can go into your utilities and try to make some budget plan with them, and they break it down for you and give you a minimum that you can pay. So I did that for the UI. I already had one for the Southern Connecticut gas. Every year they evaluate how much you spend for the year and then change your budget planning. Obviously you got to sign the contract every year that you're budget planning with them, but it's actually easier than to paying, I don't know, $400 a month. So obviously you know that some months you actually don't use more than others, so they sort of break it down for you for the 12 months. So in August on our main account, our closing balance was $94.59.22. We did start off with $89.72 after taking out all of our main stuff. We had $40.56.32, and then we did do the $500 for the city, $500 for Amex, and the $2,500 for the savings. After that, obviously, is deposits and all the other chump change stuff that came in that wasn't planned for, obviously. I had some transfers for Bela. I did sell my shares, so we brought it in and then took it out to the savings. Let's see what else, because the whole purpose is to save as much as we can for Tennessee. Then we had obviously the stuff that I leave my cushion for, T-Mobile and the solar. So our ending balance to start in September was $94.59. Our other obviously is the cash that I use for groceries and for gas. I've been trying to keep track of it to see how much we actually spend. And then for the month of September, I decided to do every plate again. I did that in the past because they did give me a discount where I get 5 meals for 4 people for $48, which is less than probably buying groceries at the store. Obviously you still have to buy, like, you know, butter, milk, cream, you know, bread if you want it, that kind of stuff. But the every plate actually brings everything you need to make the dish. So September I started that again for the $48, which I believe is a good deal for having everything, including the meat included. Technically the 4 people is not really 4 people I'm feeding. It's just me, my husband, Bela, and then the extra plate is for him to take to work. So it's still not a bad deal. Obviously 5 days, right? So we still have 2 days that I have to plan for. I forgot to highlight the medical. Then for the sinking funds, we had a lot of home stuff in August that we did close because school is starting. So we needed to go shopping for Bela. But we started with the $19.80, ended up with $14.83.83. So I think we did pretty good for this month. after funding the envelopes, because don't forget, at the end of the month we have to fund our envelopes before transferring them to the following month. Nina has 91.72, taxes is 103, membership 98.18, car starts with the 180, Christmas 372, clothes 32, home 393, medical 184, and other is $26. So I did transfer money, I believe, from the savings to sort of clear out some of the stuff that was here. I believe it was I want to say, where did you go? I want to say clothes needed to fund a little bit. Was it clothes? No, clothes is 120. Yeah. No, we left clothes alone. Never mind. It wasn't clothes. It doesn't look like it was house either. I did transfer some over from the savings. I know I did. I believe maybe it was for medical. Yes, medical. Taxes, and I believe Nina, because I see those funds on there, just to fund them a little bit more than what they had. But it came from the savings, transferred it over. I think we're doing okay. Starting next year with the taxes should be fine. I don't think it would be negative as it was this year, because we have one car less, I believe, or two car less that we're not paying for. And I think that was it. I think we'll need to rethink Nina at the end of the year, but as of right now, I'll keep transferring from the savings if I have to. I don't mind doing that. It's never a big, big amount. It's always chump change. Then that was the end of August. So starting in September, I did do a little calendar instead to see where my bills fall, because I wanted to show you guys that you can do by paycheck if you want, or you can do how we do it. Budgeting is up to you on how you want to do it. So if I would have done it by paycheck, even though we don't do that by paycheck anymore, it's been a while. Obviously, when you get paid, you will use that money for everything on this week. Then this paycheck would be for everything on this week. That kind of deal. We used to do that before, but I used to do it by my paycheck, because I get paid twice a month versus like every other week. So we would do, obviously, everything that came in on the 15th would have been for all of this. Or I think, no, the other way, sorry. Everything that came in on the 30th from the previous month would have been for everything on the 5th up to the 14th, and then the 15th, or up to the 15th, and the 15th would be everything up to the 30th, and then continue that way. So you gotta find your cycle on how you like to do your budget. Right now we ended up changing from paycheck to paycheck to we were ahead of time, or ahead of the game, and now we pay for everything as soon as the beginning of the month comes in. So here is September. So the deal would be, obviously, everything that came in, $94.59, was our ending balance of August, and from that amount we take out everything that came in for bills, or that come in for bills. So obviously these are all of our bills. In September, it looks like, because my husband gets paid every other week, he gets an additional paycheck. So we decided to take this paycheck and do it for the savings. So that's why you see it come in here, but we took it out down here. And then all of the bills. So up to here. Did I take out the 6? Yeah. So you have it up to here is all the main bills. Then after that is the 3 debts plus, the 2 debts plus the savings. So city is interest free, so we divided it by the last month of when the interest free expires. And because we do not owe that much money, we were able to lower the amount. Instead of 500, we're only throwing 400 for the remainder of the time. And then that extra money, we threw it to the American Express, because as you guys know, we've been using it. We've been naughty. And then we transferred 4,000 to the saving, which left me a cushion of 500 to start for T-Mobile and for Sunrun. Then obviously our sinking funds, nothing has come over because obviously it's the beginning of the month. So everything got funded over. Nothing is negative at the moment. And then starting in October, I've decided to go ahead and do all of my sheets for the remainder of the year. So I did October with everything that comes out, the total, and what our average income is. I'm going to put the actual here and then see what it comes up to. Then obviously I did my registers for the personal. I totally forgot September personal, so I'm gonna do this one for September and October. I forgot it, I don't know how, but then this is the main account, the sinking funds, and I did all of my envelopes for the sinking funds. And then I left the amounts blank just in case we need to change it before it actually happens. So I didn't put any amounts, but I did put the colors in there. I did decide to color code other. I picked a sort of like a light pink for the other because it didn't have any color and it was annoying me on this side that there was no color. So on the register it was sort of annoying me that it didn't have any color. The only one that shouldn't have any color is deposits. So I went in and gave it a little light purple. Then I left a page for notes because as we get closer towards the end of the year, we have more things that's happening for the Tennessee property. So I left 2 pages for notes. Then here's November, same concept. I didn't put any numbers for November just in case anything changes. Usually everything is about the same. Nothing changes, especially like the UI. Now that we're on a budget plan, it stays the same. The Southern Connecticut gas stays the same because we're on a budget. So it's really the T-Mobile and the solar, the ones that we sort of average it out until it comes in. So here's the personal register, the Chase, the sinking fund. I was testing out some other pens. This thing looks horrible. And then of course I went like that and it wiped everywhere. Sad. Same thing here. So I did my envelopes, just didn't put any amount on there. Page for notes. Then we have December, same concept. Tried out a different other pen. This pen is not bad, it's just very light. It's not dark enough for my liking. So, but it doesn't smudge and it's not waterproof obviously. So here's my main, obviously December, Christmas. So we got red, sinking funds, and then we have the envelopes. Then of course 1 page of notes because starting in 2023 we have our goals that we need to set for 2023. And then I did my debt snowball here because I realized that I didn't have a 2022 debt snowball. I had a 2021 debt snowball. And I got upset because I did not realize after I was flipping through all the pages that I did not have a debt snowball for 2022. I had a goals. And I think what happened is I was putting it on this column of the budget, the balances of everything. And what happened was I think I got tired of doing that, because then in order to see the balances, I would have to flip back to every single month to see how much we still owe on certain things. So I stopped doing it at one point. You see some, not all of them. So I believe I stopped. Yeah, here you go. I stopped. So I decided to just do the budget and then actual on the side for the budget sheet. So this is our budget, and then this is the actual amount that came out, and then the same thing for the income. And then I decided to do my debt snowball here, which gave me enough room for just in case, I guess, if I had more, which I won't. But everything is in here. Obviously these are paid out. We still have these, and they're not in order from largest to smallest because the house is somewhere up here. Obviously it should be down here, but I don't mind it. We're so close that it doesn't really matter. So what I'm gonna do is, obviously this is the 2023 goals, this is the 2022 debt snowball. I'm gonna do a 2023 debt snowball here, and then start the budgets for 2023. So I didn't mind doing the extra pages because I do have a lot. I think this thing will be with me forever. We don't have anything else. Our budget is basically the same every single month. So I believe this will be my last video on my budget. Unless something crazy happens, I'll do an overview. But I am pretty much content with how I do my layouts. So they're basically all the same. You know, I have the budget with the actual, and then the registers with my sinking funds and the register, and I'm pretty happy with this. So since it's the same thing every single month, I don't think I need to make a video for you guys unless it's something major. We haven't been doing anything crazy because of the simple fact that as soon as we bring the balance over from the ending of the previous month, we pay all of our main bills, and then we break it down to the two debts, which is the city and obviously now the American Express. But then we just always continue to transfer everything to the savings for the Tennessee home. So this has been what we've been doing. It's gonna be like that for the next couple of months until obviously the house goes down and finalizes and everything else. Then it'll change. So once I get one of those crazy changes that I need to show you, then I'll come back and shout you out another video. But I think the redundance of doing the same thing over and over totally sucks to be watching. But I say, if you're interested on how we got to this section of our lives with our budget, you need to go back to see how we used to do it back in 2017. Our style has changed since then. Our mindset of how our debt has changed. How we do our budget has changed. How we keep track of everything has changed. So if you really want to see how we were back then, to where we are now, then obviously you need to go back and look at the old video to see how we got to this point in our lives that we only have obviously just 2 main accounts that we owe. Obviously we still owe the cars and stuff, but to us, for right now, we don't need to worry about that until we get rid of the other debts. So I will see you guys some other day, I guess, when crazy changes happen. But thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and go back and check out them old videos so you can see how horrible we were with our debt. Bye guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Today we are closing our August budget and starting our September. So if you like watching these kind of videos, just keep on watching.